Welcome back, everybody. Today we are at Kirkland's, where it is spooky season and they have the merchandise to match the sign. When we walk in, I love this little ghost set. I don't think they're actually a set. I think they sell them separately, but I think those ghosts are so distinctive with the eyes. They're super cute. They have inflatables too. There's a lot of merchandise I wasn't expecting here. Look, they have some clothing options as well. I don't remember Kirkland's having clothing before. I really only go in here once a year to do my Halloween shopping. I mean, it's a good place for some inexpensive decor for around your house all year round or at the holidays. I just didn't know they sold clothing. Look at the ghosts in that frame there. I feel like we have seen a lot of artwork this year in frames, particularly of multiple ghosts like that. You know, we saw that originally in the Michaels store. There was a beautiful one. I've seen online a few people have done tutorials on how to recreate it. In fact, one of our lovely subscribers actually did that themselves and sent me one. So I want to say thank you again to Art Lady Blitzer for sending me one. I really appreciate it, especially since a lot of the art in these stores is getting kind of pricey. We got a floor mat there with some ghosts on it. I think we're going to have a couple of selections of floor mats here, if I recall. I say that because I filmed this a couple of days ago, and if you noticed when I did the intro in the video, there was a Dollar Tree next door. They actually had merchandise there as well. I didn't want to film at the time. I was kind of busy. I ended up buying a few things though, so I need to go back and film a video. I did try to film a video at my local Dollar Tree, but it was not stocked, so I think it's going to be hit or miss whether you have some in your store or not. But this complex also, of course, has a TJ Maxx, a Marshalls, a Home Goods, a Ross, a Michaels. I got several videos recorded and lined up to share with you, so you're going to want to make sure that you stay tuned for that. I noticed that at Michaels, we have done a walkthrough video before, and it was kind of at the beginning stages of their merchandise. They had a whole lot more. I've been kind of dreading doing that video because I think my raw footage was over 40 minutes, and that wasn't including the merchandise that we saw before. Look here, we have a skeleton on display, and it's $50. I actually expected it to be a little bit more than that, so that's a pleasant surprise. Here we have another pumpkin head skeleton man inflatable. Couple of different inflatable options. There we have some witches' feet coming out of whatever you want to put them on. Not quite as original as I would hope, but not too bad either. Those little ghosts there were kind of cute. So anyway, I am going to try and get my Michaels video up probably tomorrow. I've got a heavy work schedule this week. I'll be doing a lot of traveling. And then next week, I will be spending a week down in Orlando. We're going to hit Universal Studios for Halloween Horror Nights. That's my absolute favorite time of year. We will be doing some probably live streaming as we walk through the scare zones, and I'll probably put together some sort of recap video as well. We're also doing a behind the scenes tour to learn all the ins and outs of some of the haunted houses. That's one of my favorite things to do. And every year I say I'm going to make a video and talk about what we learned on these tours, and I don't think I've done that a single year yet, but we'll see. I have aspirations of videos, so I will do my best to get them out. We're also going to be doing Howl-O-Scream at Busch Gardens. I look forward to that too. Not going to promise a video though. Oh, look at these plates. I wanted these because I thought they were going to be all bats. $50 or $40 was a little pricey, like $10 a plate, and they're not all bats. So I was looking for just a couple of plates somewhere in one of these stores to put in my vampire kitchen decor this year. We'll see. Maybe I'll find one in one of these stores eventually. Haven't had much luck yet. I will, of course, try to do more store walkthroughs as we get closer to Halloween and when my travel schedule permits. I've already filmed a video for this weekend. I know some of you have been asking since I've mentioned it. I have that Jack of Spades animatronic that I put together. Unfortunately, it was a Facebook Marketplace purchase. I don't have much luck with that, so it was kind of broken, of course, even though it said it was new in the box. I really think I'm cursed when it comes to that. I'm going to try and get that video up probably on Friday, and then I have also received from one of our vendors a 26-foot tall trio of ghosts inflatable. So I have had some giant inflatables in the past. Of course, this year I got the 33-foot Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, which I'm building a display around in my yard this year. And in the past year's videos, you will have seen that giant, I think it was 26-foot pumpkin at the end of my driveway. It makes such a wonderful focal point as you walk down my driveway for Halloween. But this year, because my big Stay Puft Marshmallow Man will be halfway down the driveway, you're not going to see that. So I figured this would be a good year to change it up, especially since I've done that pumpkin, 2 or 3 years now? I'm not even sure anymore. So when this vendor asked me if I would take a look at this giant set of ghosts, I thought it would be perfect, a new focal point at the end of my driveway that will sort of sandwich my Halloween party area between my giant Stay Puft Marshmallow Man and my giant trio of ghosts. And then of course I'll have some other ghost inflatables floating around and a few other Ghostbusters surprises I have in store for you all. Can't wait to share that with you. So of course you're going to want to make sure you're subscribed. Help us get to that elusive 100,000 subscriber mark, and I will take you along with me as we start getting ready for Halloween and getting all this decor out. Ooh, I like this little cauldron here. You know, a lot of us have DIY'd cauldrons before with glass ornaments. Here you can just buy it all ready-made. Not bad. And I think most of the things here in Kirkland's are on sale. Of course, we see all these sale signs everywhere. Might just be for a Labor Day sale. 30% off the entire store. That's not a bad deal. Especially, I wonder how much that skeleton is. So what's 30% off of 50? I guess that would be $15 off, making it, what, $35 for a skeleton? I might have to go back and get that now, because I have lamented in my dragon videos how I'm not really sure how I'm going to flesh out my entire dragon scare zone. Originally, I wanted to incorporate my little castle inflatable. I did get the knight animatronic. I wanted to have kind of like a whole medieval scene with a wizard and so forth, but that's kind of all fallen through. But now I'm thinking I might take a bunch of skeletons this year and just have them like tied to the trees and have my knight still there. So my knight has either like gone insane and these are all of his enemies that he has captured and tied to the trees for these dragons to eat. So I think that could actually be kind of scary, but I kind of want to get more scary skeletons. So I'm hoping that Home Depot will have some good selection this year. That's another store I'm waiting to share with you soon, hopefully very, very soon. Before we go, I did want to say a special thank you to the patrons who help support the channel. If you're interested in joining my Fright Club, be sure to check out a link to my Patreon page in the description below. And that is going to do it for today. I want to thank you all for watching. It has been a pleasure taking you on this store tour, and I can't wait to explore some more stores, see what they have. I don't think anything, though, is going to compare to this cute cow, because there was quite a selection here. What good is Kirkland's if not for a cow painting? I don't know, you tell me. Happy haunting, everyone.